pained, urgent, defiant. I woke face down in black soil mist in my lungs and reached for my name. Nothing answered. Two travelers walked past me. I shouted, "Can you see me?" They did not turn. My hand passed through a woman's sleeve like smoke. A wraith heard what people could not. It unfolded from the trees and clawed at the empty place. I left in the world. I fell against a broken shrine. Stone split. A voice said, "You are unwritten, sign or be unmade." A black tablet rose under my palm. The wraith was already striking. I slammed my hand down. Fire nailed a chain-shaped sigil into my forearm. Warmth tore out of me. I thrust the burning mark forward. Oath fire blasted the wraith back, and for one breath the world had to let me exist. Then my knees hit the dirt. The sigil kept smoking. I could still stand, but I could no longer remember what sunlight felt like on my skin. I knew the word warmth. I knew it belonged to me once. The feeling was gone. Behind my ribs, something answered with a slow, hungry tug, as if the Pact had found an empty room inside me and marked it for later. The wraith crawled back together, behind a ring of ash, slower now. Not dead. The shrine voice whispered a fragment. Not a name. The sign, I hated how it fit. No one had given me a name. The Pact had given me a warning label. The forest finally noticed my footsteps. Branches bent. Mud took my weight. I ran before the ashes found my shape again. Every step made the mark pulse, and every pulse told me the Pact had only opened the first door. I did not understand the debt, only that it was counting. Pained, urgent, defiant. I ran until the old forest thinned around a black pool. When I leaned over it, the reflection looked almost solid. The mark had spread into dark veins across my wrist, and one red ring circled my left eye like a curse trying to learn my face. I whispered, "I am here." The water rippled. A bird startled from a branch. For a few seconds, I was real enough to disturb something living. Then the price bit again. The missing warmth became a blank space. I could feel, but not fill. My name remained hollow anyway. A young scout stepped onto the path, bow half raised. He saw the brand and went pale. "Nameless brand," he said. "Oath keepers hunt that mark, run." He backed away. "Do not let them read your fragment. Do not answer if a tablet asks what you are." I asked him for my name, and his face tightened, like I had pointed a blade at myself. Before he could answer, roots snapped across the trail behind him, sealing the path. The wraith's shadow slid between the trunks. It had followed the tear I made by existing. I pressed the burning mark to the roots. Oath fire crawled through them, not cutting like a blade, but forcing the living wood to admit I was there. The barrier split. Pain shot up to my shoulder. The scout vanished into the trees. I stumbled through the opening with smoke rising from my arm. Behind me, the roots closed around the wraith, but I heard it laughing through the wood. If the Pact made the world notice me, the world would also know where to find me. The scout's warning followed like another wound. If Oath Keepers could read a fragment, even silence had become a door someone else could open. Pained, urgent, defiant. The road widened into an arch of old stone and choking vines. Beyond it, valley lights flickered in the distance. A robed namekeeper waited beneath the arch staff crowned with a blank name tablet. He looked straight at me, not through me, and that scared me more. "The nameless have no claim beyond this threshold." He said, "I return you to silence." The air thickened. My fingers blurred, the road under my boots forgot my weight. The fragment. The sign scraped inside my skull, offering shape without mercy. I raised the branded arm. The namekeeper's tablet flashed with empty letters. He began to write them with my breath. Each stroke pulled a piece of me thinner. I heard my own heartbeat from far away, like it belonged to someone still allowed to exist. I pushed Oath fire through the mark. It roared wider than before, cracked the arch, and drove him back. The cost came instantly. I remembered danger, but not fear. I knew I should tremble. I knew a normal person would. The feeling was gone, cut clean from me. That absence was colder than panic. For one cold second, I almost admired the damage, because fear could no longer tell me to stop there. The sigil climbed over my shoulder and across my chest like black roots under skin. The namekeeper lowered his staff suddenly. Cautious. You paid with what keeps humans human, he said. How many pieces will you trade before the Pact can wear you? I crossed the broken threshold because stopping meant fading. Behind me, the arch groaned and the blank tablet split down the middle. Ahead, the valley road opened and every stone marker seemed to watch the mark burn. I touched my chest and smiled without meaning to. It frightened me as a thought. Pained, urgent, defiant, the road beyond the arch should have felt like escape. Instead, every mile made the fragment hum deeper in my bones. Near dusk, a merchant with a small cart saw me and did not look away. His eyes fixed on the black veins under my torn sleeve. The signed one, he whispered. Oath-bound guardians, watch the road ahead. Keep that mark covered if you value what self remains. He gave me a strip of cloth, then hurried on as if kindness had teeth. I wrapped the wound. The cloth blackened where it touched the sigil. For one breath, pain flared white, and I saw an ancient shape beyond the trees, patient and hungry, riding over the blank place where my name should have been. It was not saving me. It was drafting me. When the vision cleared, hoofbeats shook the road behind me. 3 oath-bound guardians crested the hill. Masks blank spears wrapped in prayer cords. One pointed at my arm. Pact bearer, he called, kneel and surrender the fragment. The merchant's cart rattled away faster, leaving me alone between spires ahead and hunters behind. The strip of cloth burned through and fell from my arm in black flakes. There was no hiding what I had become. My hand closed over the mark. I had survived the first hour of this world, but survival had signed me to something older than the road. I turned toward the distant spires instead of kneeling. If the Pact wanted to write over me, I would learn its alphabet first. If the Guardians wanted my fragment, they would have to chase a man the world had already failed to erase. The road narrowed into thorn shadow. I still kept moving because my stolen fear could no longer warn me when courage became quiet surrender.